hands.
I don't have any pearls.
I'll touch my turtleneck.
Oh.
Cool. Welcome to As It Is Below, a Brindlewood Bay actual play campaign from Looking for Mom ttrpg. Special shout out to Vegetables. We're rooting for you.
Gross.
Angela. Get in the comments. Put your favorite vegetable down there. Right down there. Down.
And your favorite meat.
Vegetable.
Meat.
Both. Oh, balanced
Here
diet.
on Looking for Mom, speaking of balanced diets, we've got a lot going on that you can consume for your media diet. Mothership and Alien are still going strong for sci-fi. I believe Daggerheart is starting up soon. You can get caught up on all of the first season of The Electric State before season 2 starts. And there are a couple more things in the works, so subscribe, get those alerts, follow up, if only to make sure that you know what thing we're going to shout out next episode. We're jumping back into Squatch Your Step, a sweepstakes mystery written by Michael Van Vliet for what we hope to be the final time tonight. Not that we're super sad about leaving Whitechapel, New York, but it has been 6 sessions, and god dang it, we're gonna find Bigfoot. Now that we know that he's real, or she, or they. We're not gendering Bigfoot. Last session, we really went hard to work on the clue farm. As we're raking those in. Marina found out about a hunk of Sasquatch hair left behind in a string light. Violet found a carved human totem out in the woods when reconciling a bit more with T-Bone, trading information for information. Taya and Steve, Texas, connected over an anthill, which led the Japanese vacationer to show Taya some drag marks in the woods. And we wrapped that episode with Marina finding a little love note underneath a rock near Nikki Knapp's trailer. So as we're nearing, we know that Champlin Bellows was abducted from his trailer. Laszlo, the math musician, has also gone missing. Let's see if we can find him. As we get back to it, it is now bright day, midday, and Bigfoot Days is closing up shop. From last episode, you guys can remember Brian announced to everyone that they're bringing in more state patrol, and if anyone who wanted to volunteer for the sweeps and the searches can. Otherwise, all the festivities are canceled, and most people are packing up shop here. But the 3 of you have reconvened to maybe scrounge up what you can find for lunch in your trailer or around. How do we find each of you?
I think Taya would have, because she was eating burritos with Big Steve, so she probably also grabbed some burritos for Violet and Marina, and is bouncing over to the trailer because she's pretty delighted after having her conversation with him.
I think Marina would be so excited about her newest acquisition of the little taxidermy crystal setup. She would just be going super excited to show her friends.
Yeah, I think Violet, after bird watching with T-Bone and selling out to Ricky, I think she's definitely gonna want to bring that carved human little statue back to show everybody, and see if it really does perfectly match the Bigfoot statue.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in almost comedic sense, you all sort of converge from different angles all to the front of the trailer, a la Scooby-Doo. Yep.
Burritos. Oh,
Yeah,
Taya, I love you.
Thought we could use a snack. Coffee isn't the best meal, but it's important. Don't get me wrong, but
It's a whole food group.
You're right. But I thought burritos would be great, and I hand you guys the burritos.
Oh, You're the best. I
Immediately
think,
unwraps and like,
yeah, Violet hands you the statue in return and then just starts eating her burrito.
Whoa, so there's like a matching one of the one that I found earlier?
Yeah, hold on. I wanted to see them side by side. I found it in a tree out there.
Huh. Weird. And what do you have, Marina?
oh look, it's beautiful. That I'll like here let's go inside. I'll set it on the table. And
You
then
talk too much. Oh my gosh, that had to be Nikki.
oh absolutely. She's interesting.
Oh, so you finally met her.
Yeah, and most definitely some kind of like Lupin situation.
Yeah, did she sit for you?
Yeah, she did.
Nice.
I also sat for her, which was interesting.
Huh.
Oh.
Is that like something you're into?
Sitting, I mean, in the right circumstances.
Okay.
Violet, what are you doing watching this?
I'm so mad that our screens aren't in the same order that we're watching them, that the viewers are watching them, because I think Violet's doing exactly what I was doing. I think Violet's looking back and forth between the two of them with, a little suspicion.
It would be looking up and then looking to one of your sides. Other one.
I'm gonna pick the wrong one.
Not that side.
The wrong one. What's the wrong one?
Okay,
Angeli's
hold on,
above
up
you.
and that way.
And then, yeah. There we go. I'm gonna leave that in, I think.
Yeah, I think I would have said. I just realized you said sitting something you're into, and I just thought of like the other layers of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think after seeing Violet's face, if it was like Megan's face, it was
A
like,
little bit, yeah. I think she's sitting there eating her burrito, like looking back and forth between the two of you as she watches this play out.
Mid burrito.
mid burrito, just like, and then just like, so what did you find? You said this one looks like the one, the just like completely flustered. Like the Bigfoot one?
Yeah, I think it matches the one that Taya found earlier.
Yeah. Did I grabbed it, right? I grabbed it from earlier. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna run over to where we're stashing things, and then I'll pull it up next to the new one that we found.
They do look like a pair.
Huh.
Hmm.
I mean, these kind of look like you could put them on like as like a little cake topper.
That's just
Maybe.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, little bride and groom Bigfoot.
Yeah. Interesting.
I also found this letter, or I guess poem. And then,
Oh. What's that say?
I'm not gonna read it.
no, but it's a little odd to see like numbers in a poem like that.
Yeah, it looks like a code. Of
Yeah, it
some
feels like it
Yeah.
would have to be on purpose.
But like there's only one number, which feels weird too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it could be on purpose.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who's good at breaking code?
I mean, I'm good at breaking into things, but code is not my specialty.
Marina rifles in her crocheted bag of crystals to see if there's like a code crystal.
I think Violet will elbow Taya a little bit and be like, I think you've in the past you've been pretty good at breaking hearts too, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, Violet.
Marina just smiles to
Oh.
herself.
I mean, well,
Anyway, I found some
Okay.
tracks in the woods. Big
Sleep
Steve
side
showed
story.
them to me. We could go check them out if you'd like.
Yeah. I'm almost done with my my burrito, so that sounds we need to make sure we get your what do you call like taxidermy like that? Is it just like a statue, a display piece?
I
Like what?
think it's like a display piece. I've never bought a piece like this, but it just felt right, and it has the little like cryptid crystal thing.
Are they
I
like lovers or something?
Yeah, weren't they called the lovers? Yeah, they're actually called.
oh
Wow,
hmm
cute.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
like their little outfits.
I think before you guys go traipsing off into the woods once more, you need to have a sense of where you are going. So for that, I'm going to point to your final theorize question.
Mm.
If it was a Sasquatch, where have they stashed Bellows?
Okay.
Maybe theorizing where you might go and check would be a great thing to do before blindly walking back out into the woods. Or, I mean, you could go into the woods. I would have so much fun if you went into the woods without a plan.
Session
That-
7? No.
Yeah, where you're
That'll
running.
be our second alternate ending.
Sorry, Michael Van Vliet. We have to have a seventh session where they play all new mavens because I'm about to kill them all.
We said the sweeps week was gonna be lighthearted, less stressful.
I know.
Right
That
to the
was
woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're all together.
Mhm.
If you would like to theorize, I think now's a pretty good time to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Ooh,
Well-
so many clues.
Birds fly up from tree falling. I mean, we heard about like some caves early on in the mystery, but I can't remember where and who got that information. I don't think it was me because I didn't write it down.
Like a secret system of caves, right?
Yeah.
That
You've
sounds-
heard about caves, you've heard about cairns, like stacks of things, like or those like wood bundle stacks that were out there.
Yeah,
hmm
that's
Hmm.
true.
So,
Like-
well, if they were in a cave, they might need some firewood. Maybe that's why the tree fell down. Because they were cutting it down. Maybe it was a dead tree that was already nice and dried out. That would
hmm
keep the cave pretty cozy.
Or maybe they're that and like trying to make furniture for their new lives together.
Ooh.
A nice little dinner table.
Ooh,
Uh,
yeah.
And like, I wonder if we could, like, I feel like drag marks from two heels and a hank of hair stuck somewhere would be like, if we can kind of put them where we want them to be, maybe like if they're on the way to the caves, that would be like the direction that they're going.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
The hair was specifically found in like the campgrounds
Like in a light.
Okay.
in a light bulb.
Yeah.
But the drag marks were just like out in the woods, so you can definitely spin those the way you would like to.
Okay.
and the hair was Sasquatch hair, right?
Yes.
We verified that with Nikki. Okay.
It seemed like it.
Because it could be he's like rushing around to get like a proposal ready, and so he's being a little reckless.
Mhm.
Oh,
They're being a little reckless. Sorry, Sasquatch, didn't
Right.
want to gender you.
is that why they stole? Maybe that's why he took Laszlo too. Is because they needed a witness for like the ceremony for it to be like legal or something. So
Aw,
he
dang,
actually just like knocked out
molecule.
Laszlo and drug him out there.
Not to add to this fucking insane theory, but Laszlo is a musician. If they're going to have a ceremony,
That's true. They need music.
Yeah.
They need a first dance, math music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and witness and musician.
Yeah.
It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Kidnap.
Or maybe they were gonna kidnap somebody else later on, and maybe they need
That's why there were red eyes in the darkness looking for people.
looking for people.
Yeah, was looking for somebody at night who they could grab, you know. And like, and I feel like the carved human totem and then like the riddle love note, that was how they like like the totem was obviously for the cake, and maybe they got disturbed and it got left behind, or
Yeah.
birds steal things. Like it could have been a bird. And then like obviously the love note was how they like communicated exactly like where the cave was. Something stupid like, what if it's like you got to follow the sun at like 1 o'clock or something? Like, what if that's what like the riddle like?
I was thinking the cave system looked like a 1.
Oh, that could be it too.
Or there was some kind of marker that like
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any of them could work. They're all good theories.
Yeah.
the Bigfoot love marriage.
Oh wait, we went with a marriage. We need to make it a polygon.
Well, then Laszlo was, the band, the witness, and their third.
And their third.
They wanted a fourth because, gotta recruit more.
Yeah.
So is this your theory?
We're really doubling down.
Yeah.
I gave us the out on the first one, like maybe Champlin Bellows is having a psychotic break, when you're like, no, everything's fully consensual here.
No, they're in love.
Yeah.
I love.
No murder in this mystery.
No part of me could have conceived of this as being the way that we went through it. I hope this is what you all at home wanted. This is what we want.
Get in the comments. Let us know how you feel about the Bigfoot polygon.
We're begging you, please. Which one of you was last?
Who was second?
It wasn't.
It wasn't? Play it back.
I'm gonna roll, and I will assign you all a number.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, that's scary.
So if I roll a 1 or a 2, it is Angeli. A 3 or a 4, it is Vasni. And a 5 or a 6, it is Megan.
I'm so sweaty.
We've got these liquid core bad boys, potion bottles.
Ooh.
Everyone know their numbers? First roll is me, and that's bad sign. I rolled a 3.
That's me.
We believe in you.
3.
Me.
Ooh.
Got this.
Okay.
All right. So let me recount the theory.
Yeah.
The red eyes in the darkness that Violet saw was Sasquatch looking for someone else to join the polycule, or maybe trying to find Laszlo.
Mm-hmm.
Birds flying up from tree falling. We were talking about maybe that tree falling, those piles of sticks and wood, is to be a part of the dwelling that they're making out there.
Yep.
Yes.
A hank of hair stuck somewhere was from Bigfoot rushing around before this whole thing, and it just got caught before he was gonna take Champlin Bellows away. A carved human totem that matches the Sasquatch one. Cake toppers. Drag marks from 2 heels. I think it was that Laszlo got drugged, and that's why it's drag marks, because they're like pulling him out.
Either that, or he was just like overcome by finally like seeing Bigfoot in person, and he wasn't actually expecting to see Bigfoot in person.
Yeah.
So when Bigfoot calmly, reasonably approached Laszlo about this, Laszlo just like fainted a little bit, so he had to drag him back,
Right.
Yeah.
Did that
Yep.
make it better?
No. And the love note was part of, an evolution of the dictionary that had been facilitating that conversation earlier. And this was, notes to help find where to go. Okay. And my dog is making noise. You're rolling with a +2 advantage to this. So 2d6 +2.
I'm picking the best ones. Megan, this is the one you made, and I'll roll with the first d6 I ever got. Okay, lucky ones. +8. Okay. You're not gonna fucking believe it.
In which way?
Oh no.
Oh no, that's a bad way.
This is bad. I need to. Can you even see? Hold on.
Oh,
Move
back.
it back.
No!
Okay, guys, roll up new mavens.
Oh.
That's wild.
No,
Not the polycle. What does it do with plus 8 though? Still 10.
I don't think it is +8. I
It's
think
plus 2.
plus 2. That's a
Where did I get that
4.
from? Oh no.
So, as a reminder for the folks at home, the rules about theorize. If Basney had rolled a 12, a person involved in the conspiracy would reveal themselves to the group. If she had rolled a 10 or an 11, it would have been a success and have an opportunity to take down the culprit or save the day. It would have been a 7 to 9. There would have been a complication either to the solution or the resolution of this theory. It's a 6 or under. Incorrect. Keeper reacts. You guys are spinning this theory, and you cannot be convinced otherwise. You have cracked the case. It is a polycule. There's going to be a wedding out in the woods for Bigfoot and Champlain Bellows and Laszlo. And it's in this, yes, another case solved. We've done it.
No.
That there's a rap at your door.
I open it.
You see Brian Wukalar. Hello? Just making the rounds. Cell service seems like it's going out, but just wanted to let you know that we found one of them. Well, we found parts of one of them.
Oh my god. Which one?
Yeah, there's really no easy way to put this. We found Bellows. We found him out in the woods. Rescue is sort of taking care of the more gruesome parts, but we still don't know where Laszlo is, or so. I just wanted to keep you guys updated. Obviously, things aren't very safe, so it's probably in your best interest to do what you need to do and probably pack up and head out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and it's not really great news to be getting in a trailer door.
It's okay. We just, we're obviously hoping for better like everybody else.
Yeah.
Seems to be one real tragic accident.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels really bad, like being like really giddy about like even imagining like this really nice love story between Champlain Bellows and Bigfoot. And now, oh, this kid just got ripped to pieces in the forest. We were very off.
Yeah.
And just doesn't even know what to say in the face of this like real life tragedy that was not a polycule with a cryptid.
And I know I really shouldn't be. I'm not supposed to talk about some of the things that Joe and the officers that are out here are telling me, but between you and me, it all looked sort of a man-made horror, if you will.
What gave you that impression?
I mean, again, I wasn't there to see it myself, but it looks like whoever got Champlin Bellows, it wasn't an animal attack or it wasn't claws or anything like that. Looked a little more calculated.
Oh.
So when you leave, and we've got sort of a perimeter going now, just don't make any pit stops at off-road shelters until you get back to the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be careful.
I know you will.
It was nice meeting you.
Of course, and make sure if you've got service, Marina, call me before you leave. Otherwise, I'll someone come find me. I'll make sure I send you guys off right. I'm real sorry. And he sort of looks at you, Marina, for bringing you into this.
Oh, no, I mean, none of us could have imagined. We were really excited to come, and just none of us could have imagined.
Yeah. Well, you're probably at the last ever Bigfoot days.
Wow.
I don't see how we're coming back from this.
I'm so
get
sorry.
back out there. Things come and go. That's the nature of it all. But go check back in with all those badge-wearing folks. So I'll leave you all to it.
Thank you.
And he'll pull shut that door.
I can't believe how off we were.
All the clues were there. Like, it doesn't make sense.
The love note, the cake toppers, what?
The dictionary, like...
I just can't believe we got it wrong.
Maybe they were just one-offs. Maybe someone just really likes making little totems and writing cryptic love notes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Taya's gonna step back, take Marina's hand quietly, and then also pull Violet in and just kind of keep them close.
Snuggle into this circle.
Yeah.
So you got it wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can't get it right in the future. You still have a question you're going to have to answer, which is, where did Sasquatch take Champlin Bellows? But I would offer to you an optional side question. How did Champlin Bellows meet his end? You can use all the same clues. They're not burnt because you got it wrong. It just means that it's a different reality than what you had thought was going to happen. And now there is more risk. Obviously, the forest, the woods, as we know, are very, very dangerous.
Why was my first thought he was actually in love with Laszlo and they were trying to take Champlin?
Or Laszlo found them and was gonna rat them out, and then Bigfoot knocked him out and dragged him into the woods, and then he killed Bellows as a way to get back at Bigfoot.
Jealous lovers?
Yeah.
All right.
I will say on your theorize, though, you have a pretty good idea of where you think all of this could have gone down at. The issue is now that the trails are full of park rangers and county personnel.
Yep.
What do you want to do? Do you want to theorize some more? Do you want to get out there? What are we sitting with?
What if it was unrequited love and Bellows was in love with Bigfoot and it wasn't returned?
And he just ripped him apart.
And it was all like him, you know, overstepping and oh god.
Say it. Say what your brain wants to say.
Okay. What if Laszlo was actually in love with Bigfoot and they were the ones in love and Champlin wouldn't leave them alone? And so Laszlo murdered him so that Laszlo and Bigfoot could run off into the sunset.
Yes.
So, yeah, Violet will temporarily remove herself from the Snugglefest going on, and get some tea for everybody and rejoin. Yeah.
Tea in hand, the three of you reconcile with this new reality, trying to decide, do you press on to the very end? Do you cut your losses and go home? Even out here, murder has followed you. But you have tea from Violet. You are together. So let's clear some conditions. What are we clearing, folks?
I think I'm gonna clear alleged killer. Especially because Taya finally has a friend that's not the Mavens. And she's feeling real good about that, even though the bad news happened.
I'm gonna clear play ball. I put a little Toby.
As much as this is a difficult choice, I think I gotta go with Blunk that was originally gassed. So Violet's just sitting at am I me, am I she?
Yeah. You guys are feeling a little bit better. But that question remains. Do you stay? Do you go? Do you try to go into the woods? Do you try to find any more information? You are already, each one of you in your head, starting to rework this theory. What did you miss? How could you restring it? Every great Gold Crown mystery book has that twist in the middle. This is just one of those. So, as we see this like montage of you all like taking a moment and thinking and having your tea, we zoom back in. What's the plan?
I mean, as much as these woods have been incredibly dangerous and terrifying for us, I feel kind of guilty being that sort of bad luck charm that happens to every location we go to.
Yeah.
And also, you know, making such light of what happened, I kind of feel like we're responsible. Just a little.
Yeah. I mean, we can always turn back, you know, like we'll be safe. Maybe I don't know, do you think there's like an air horn or something in the camper or if we can like grab, and that way, you know, if we go out there and it gets kind of, you know, a little dicey, we could, you know, do that.
Like to signal someone to come find us?
Yeah, or, you know, it might scare somebody off too if they think people are headed that way. but I don't know. There's probably not one around. I just, I mean, we can be really loud. So, people, yeah.
I mean, another plan that I was thinking, as much as I don't want to go back to that watchtower, I think if we could have one of us be up there watching, could be an option.
I don't know.
You're very muted, Fascinating.
You were muted for that.
I was just gonna say, I think it would be a little scary, like splitting up. I mean, especially in the night in the woods. I think maybe there's some power in numbers. Could protect each other out there.
Yeah.
And, like hold up both their hands during this.
Yeah, it's a little circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody should be on their own right now. I think we can stick together. But I mean, we know the direction the caves are in. I mean, is that where we maybe Laszlo, maybe we can bring him back.
Yeah, we could set it right.
Yeah.
And I know Nikki told me about those weird, like, stick things. I mean, that has to be something.
Mhm.
Is there a way to find some kind of trail, some kind of place? There's some maybe markers of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they, back in the day before they had, blazes on trees, they used to use like cairns and sticks and stuff. So maybe we can find somewhere out there and that'll lead us where we need to go.
Yeah.
All right. Now we just need a distraction, right? I'm thinking, I have a signed photo of Big Steve. I'm sure there's somebody or actually it's not a sign, it's just a photo of him. But I'm sure somebody would want to get his autograph, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. That could draw a crowd.
Big Steve is famous?
Yeah, he's some like really famous fighter in the ring. I think he's a sumo wrestler.
Really?
Yeah. We were swapping stories.
Okay. I mean, I could see that.
Yeah.
So that could work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know that I have any better ideas. I mean, I could probably throw my crystal to like distract and maybe get crows to attack it, but I don't know. I don't want to leave that behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to risk your crystal.
Well, and if we were back, back home, I could get one of the crows that, stays at my house would probably bring it back to me, but these are, unfamiliar crows and they wouldn't know who to bring it to, so that's just a whole extra can of worms.
So, your plan is to distract Brian, Ukalar, and Captain Joe at the edge of the trail here to sneak out into the woods. Okay. We smash cut. You guys can see them in the distance huddled with some sort of county officer talking. Let's do it. What does this distraction look like?
Taya is gonna give Violet and Marina quick, we got this. And then saunter over to the group of them and like pull out my photo and say, hey, do you guys know this sumo wrestler?
They sort of look down. Brian goes, I don't think I've ever seen a sumo wrestler before. And then Captain Joe goes, I mean, he doesn't have a beard, but he's kind of like big Steve Texas.
No, I need to tell you that Steve Texas is actually this sumo wrestler. He's super famous. I just got an autograph.
There's no beard.
Yeah, but look, and then I like cover it up with my fingers to show like a beard.
Roll me. Well, no, not rolling yet. They're like, oh, well, yeah, I guess that kind of looks like him.
Yeah. So I already got his autograph and I had an extra picture if you guys wanted to like take it and go talk to him real quick. I think he's about to leave, so I think you should do it now.
All right, now you can roll me the night move with presence.
Do I
Using
get it?
advantage because you're using an item from your cozy little place.
Gonna use Megan's dice. Okay. Sick. You said presence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out 0. 10.
That'll do it. Brian is the one who looks the most excited about this. I've got like a wall of signed memorabilia from famous people in my basement.
Yeah.
You're for like he's famous?
Yeah, for
But
real.
he seems so Western.
I know.
Rough, little words, embroidery.
We've been fooled.
I've been fooled. Well, thank you for this. And Joe is like looking between the two of you. Just real quick, Brian, and he'll sort of trot off after Brian as Brian's like beelining to Steve Texas's like rental trailer.
Amazing.
And then the guy they are talking to, he gets a call on his like walkie-talkie. Excuse me, and then he'll walk away and talking to his walkie-talkie.
Stuff her hands into her jacket pocket and then like do a twirl and casually walk down the trail and then go caca caca.
Bigfoot yells and excellent bird noises.
Mark that item in your cozy little play. Actually, remove it because you gave it away.
I did. I gave it away for the plot.
You all make your way onto the trail that just yesterday you almost lost your lives on. And you can't help but wonder, was that scream you heard in the moments where you saw Bigfoot bookends to the tragedy you've just now learned about? Or if there's something else entirely. Every once in a while, you guys start to hear the footprints of some person walking by, and you go and duck behind a tree or a large rock and obscure yourselves, or bend down to tie a shoe and say you're just heading back. Obviously a lie, as you wait for them to go out of earshot and then turn around and continue on. And where are we? Our goal is to go to the caves. You can find them?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if Laszlo's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Bigfoot.
Absolutely. You guys make your way past the tower. It's been an hour of trail walk now. It is firmly past lunch when you find your first bundle of sticks. And you pass another, maybe 10 minutes down. And then they start to veer off of the pedestrian path into a much smaller footpath. And you go into the thick of it. Birds move, bugs buzzing, plants getting at your ankles as you walk through. Find 3, 4 more of these things. And eventually, a tiny little inlet from the river as the narrow footpath that you've been following breaks for just a moment next to this water's edge. And you look up about where, I don't know, if you were sundialing it, 1:30 would be on a clock. to see another bundle of sticks. And this time, a tiny crack in some, not tiny, it looks tiny from where you are, but it will get bigger as you get closer. A crack in the rock face that opens up at the bottom, just wide enough for something your guys' size at least, or maybe a little bigger, to crawl through. Now, we've made it to a new location. Obscured over by some thick branches, a tight passage will lead to a dome-shaped room, dim light leaking in from a narrow gap above. The floor is dry and powdery, with fragments of bones. On the walls, crudely painted figures. There's a back way out, but you think it might require crawling on your belly in the dark for quite a while. While this space is empty right now, and we cut to the last of you squeezing out from the entrance into this room as you all make your way into the cave. What detritus scattered about the cave seems to indicate that it has seen recent use.
Maybe there's like still a fire going, or maybe there's something freshly painted on the wall. Like if you were to touch it, it would smear.
I think both of those things could be true.
What if it looks like, I mean, there's bats tend to hang out in caves. What if it looks like somebody has like deliberately like cleared part of the floor?
Yeah.
Sick. Maybe some like bones or trash like in a pile somewhere, like near where a fire would be.
And all you guys hear are the slightly exaggerated pingings of your own sound. You know, your footstep reverberates off the rock face in here. The little bit of light from the fire still going and from the crack in the ceiling are enough to dimly light this place. But any sound that is not of your origin feels extra foreboding. Well, you've made it to the cave. Now what?
Look around.
Yeah.
Maybe try to see if any of the like paintings feel like anything, or look around to see if there's something like a strap from somebody's backpack that we would recognize, some math sheet music, or...
Does this sound like something you guys might have read in one of your Gold Crown mystery novels by Amanda Delacourt?
For sure.
Absolutely.
The Gold Crown mystery move. So once per mystery, when any maven says, "This reminds me of something that happened to Amanda Delacourt," work with the other players to describe how something that is happening in this situation reminds the mavens of an event from one of the Gold Crown mysteries. At a minimum, you must provide the following information. Name the Gold Crown mystery in question, no repeats, the problem or situation Amanda found herself in that is similar to what the mavens are experiencing, and how Amanda eventually overcame the problem and resolved the situation. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys remember in the Gold Crown mystery of the cryptid caves? Like, this is just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what cryptid was she looking for in that one?
I think it was Mothman, right?
Mothman. Oh, that's right. How could I forget?
Yeah, she described the butt like really, really in detail. So
There were like 3 whole pages to just that butt.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, and wasn't they finally got in the cave and it was using a flashlight? that they were trying to attract Mothman, and then it like glinted off of something, and they were able to figure things out with that. Oh gosh, I can't remember what she found in the cave though.
Yeah, but no, it was definitely one of those more like twisty turny mysteries where she thought she had it and then it was just completely the other way around.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Uh,
one. Ooh, that one was
that was
stressful.
stressful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely cliffhanger. I remember I had to wait a week for you guys to read that. Come on.
yeah. I think we all secretly read ahead on that book.
Yeah. No, but she found herself in Mothman's hideout
Yeah,
and was able to just read the writings on the wall and look in his personal belongings, and then she managed to turn everything around.
She's so
yeah.
smart.
She's so smart.
Reminds me of you, Marina.
She just like gives like a little blush in this dark and dingy cave, just like oh.
On the Gold Crown mystery move, bring my little book back out here. You're going to gain a 12 plus to a single relevant roll or state a fact I must incorporate.
Ooh.
So, do you want a clue? It sounds like you guys are about to meddle, so 12 plus to this meddling, this looking around roll. Marina, you specifically recalled Amanda Delacourt being able to read the writing on the wall. And Violet, you recalled Amanda using a source of light that glinted off of something in here. So I would like to incorporate those theme points of if we can find a source of brighter light, I will reveal stuff that's on the wall.
I mean,
We could take out like the flash on our phones, or
oh yeah.
or
I was
maybe
thinking,
grab like a stick from the fire.
ooh, yeah, stick with the fire is a good idea. And like Violet would have her backpack, so she could take out like she's got a first aid kit. Or actually no, you have your first aid kit. So we
It
could
got
just
used, I believe.
Oh yes.
well, in this case I was just gonna say like more of a not like a mechanical advantage because it's a Gold Crown Mysteries. I was just
A
thinking we could get, like,
narrative,
some
got it.
gauze. Yeah, more narrative of like getting some gauze out of one of those and putting it on the end of the stick to try to like make it a little bit better of a torch.
Mhm.
There are so many good clues left.
You could just give them all, give them
No.
all to us.
Bartering days are over.
This is not a barter. Is this because of the Gold Crown Mysteries move and the cryptid caves? Was that too much?
No, so who's got the fire stick?
I think it was Marina, right?
Yeah, and then you can like Violet can help like with the
Yeah.
gauze and
Yeah. I mean, Taya wouldn't be afraid of the fire.
Just so everyone knows, Taya's not scared of it.
Just in case we wanted to incorporate everybody into this. Taya could hold it with her one good arm.
He is secretly Mothman, and she comes to the fire, and that's how we find out.
Whoa,
So we
that
find
fire
out.
is so wow.
We're gonna get there. Fire stick, bring it up to the wall. It takes a while to figure it out because what's on the wall, and you only have this one source, so you're like bringing it around, is actually a lot more sprawling than what first thought. And it's not words either. What you see is a very crude drawing And the more that you're putting pieces together, the three of you realize this is a blueprint for some sort of structure.
What would a blueprint be doing in this cave?
Yeah, what would Bigfoot want with a blueprint?
Not just a blueprint, it is more than one structure. This is a guano like dropping depiction of what would be almost a village or a resort or something with many structures.
Like,
Bigfoot Village?
Bigfoot polycule commune?
I mean, that's what it feels like.
Someone please add that to your clue list here.
Bigfoot Polycule Commune.
I'm putting that in my notes.
Please add the blueprints to the clue list, not Bigfoot polycule commune to the clue list.
Yeah, but that's what the blueprints are for, and it's shorter.
Technically, the blueprint, the clue as written states blueprints to a log cabin resort. Though if you want to make it a Bigfoot polycule commune, that could be true in a log cabin resort.
Okay. I mean,
You guys have just put it together what this is on the wall when you start to hear movement outside the cave.
Taya's gonna like step in front of the other mavens, like between the cave and them. Or cave entrance. I guess we have to be quick, guys. Oh, what do you think?
Do we go out the back way? I don't know.
scary.
Yeah, that seems really
But the
scary.
front way also seems really scary now.
Do we put out the light and hide in a back corner and hope they go away?
I don't know. I think we should probably get out. But maybe we could set up one of our phones or something.
Yeah.
You guys go first. I'll set up my phone.
So the cave entrance is like a sliver, right?
Yeah, you gotta shimmy through it.
Oof.
Right. But the back is worse shimmying.
The back is belly crawling.
Ugh.
But I didn't say this thing was coming in, just that you were hearing noises outside.
Okay. Do we just creep our way out and get the lay of the land?
There's also the crack in the roof, though that is several feet above your fingertips.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's...
We could try to go out in the front. Maybe they're at a distance. Maybe it's too dark out there.
Yeah. Do we want to snuff our little torch and try to, one less way for somebody to see us?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick some sand over the torch.
Yeah.
Some bone dust.
Yeah.
And then like push it into the corner.
Yeah, I think... Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You go.
It's okay. I was just gonna say if we have our plan, I think Violet will kind of slowly start to sneak her way out the cave.
Yeah. Front?
Yeah, I think so. Unless you guys think we should belly crawl.
Give me the night move with composure.
Okay.
All of us?
We're gonna do it individually as each one of you leave.
Okay.
It's not as bad as it could have been. That's 7.
Okay. It feels closer together on the way out than on the way in. On a night move, you have a chance to back down on a complication here. You're worried you might get stuck. It might take you too long. This thing out in the front, you can hear it, but you can't quite tell with all the rock around you how close or how far away it is. Do you press forward or do you retreat?
Yeah, I think she's gonna have to keep going because we don't have another like good option except waiting it out. Unless like if you guys want to wait it out, which could be worse. So
You press
yeah,
on?
I think she's going to. She doesn't see a great other option here.
All right.
What is Violet feeling right now?
Violet's pretty terrified. And she, on one hand, she's like, well, at least I'll go first, and then like maybe they can get away through the back if something happens to me. But then on the other hand, she's thinking if something happens to me, she might never know what happened, and on multiple fronts.
Yeah. The fear of the unknown here for you. You're gonna make it through, but that fear has arrested you in kind of a way that even as you break through the other side, you can't quite shake it. And before I say what you see, would you add that condition? Fear of the unknown. You make it through, Violet. And you are greeted with a flashlight almost directly into your eyes. Sorry. As it gets lowered, and you see the face of Alexander Hurst Craven.
I think she's gonna not. I mean, he could still draw conclusions from this, but she's gonna try to turn her head just slightly enough, and she's gonna say Alexander Hurst Craven and like elevate her voice so like they'll hear back in the cave without being like shouting directly into the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I think I could ask the same thing. My trail cams went off that someone had been through, and it's not safe to be out in the woods. So I, once I realized, those are human feet, people feet, I figured I'd come out and check it out real quick.
Yeah. All right. Look, this is gonna sound insane. First of all, my friends and I are in a murder book club. It's books about murder. It's all fiction, but we've like solved some other murders back home. And when this happened, we felt really bad, and we thought that maybe we could find something and maybe we could help. So we came out here, and then we're in the cave, and she kind of like looks around and is really jumpy. And yeah, we heard noises out here, and yeah, I came out to see what it was, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking that you might not be a person. when I was hearing the noises. So I'm glad that you're normal. Are you normal person? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
so. I mean,
Okay.
who's normal? You know, it's really kind of a hard construct to wrap your head around.
That's a very valid question. Yeah.
So are the rest of you, and he sort of like moves the flashlight to the like crack in the wall.
Yeah, they were behind me. Yeah.
Well, you all better come on out there before sun gets any lower in the horizon. You don't want a repeat of the other night.
You know, I gotta tell you, when you get older, like, just this is not good for knees crawling around in caves and stuff. Like, you should make a point to take care of yourself now, you know?
Do that to Alexander Hurst Craven, who is like ripped and built, like backcountry hunter, big
Yeah.
game sort of dude. He's like,
Yeah.
wise words.
Yeah.
Cracks his knees as he does a little squat. Taya and Marina.
I think from inside the cave, like as we were like feeling to see like what Violet's seeing, we were like seeing in the crack. But I had like the image of, you know, Taya maybe being in front and like Marina like directly behind her. She's a little bit taller, so probably like her head like right here.
Mhm.
I imagined the moment of like only almost hearing and feeling her heartbeat from behind Taya. And then just like the sound of like heavy breathing, but trying to like not breathe heavily from like right here.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out if it's Bigfoot or just a big game hunter when you're alone in a cave with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if your other friend gets brutally murdered right out front, or
So romantic.
So romantic.
you guys can hear it's Alexander Hurst Craven. Deep
Taya-
relief.
Taya's gonna like slightly turn her head and go, do you think
Like we'll turn.
and there's like a really like heavy pause, and like Taya can also hear her heartbeat like beating very loudly.
And just the flickering flames of the fire in the back of the cave behind you.
It sounds like it's Alexander. It was...
Yeah, do you think we should go?
Yeah. Sure, they're worried, and it's
Okay. Taya thinks like, or maybe we should just stay, you know? Yeah, she'll take a second, like lean forward just a little bit and take like a really sharp breath and go, yeah, we should probably go. And start making her way out of the cave.
It's good because Marina's about to go off screen. And you shimmy through, and out pops Taya on the other end, flushed for some reason.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, it's really cold out here.
Yeah.
Sweating.
But
But
You all have you don't have that like a cave fever, do you?
Is that a thing?
How long were you guys in there for? Breathing out old air and dust and stuff?
you know, I kind of lost track of time in there.
Violet like holds up a hand to each of their foreheads to like feel. You guys Are you are are you guys feel really warm, but you're also like almost like sweating? Like, are you?
That's cave fever.
I guess we have cave fever.
Well, I know I might be not feeling around me driving you anywhere, but I would be happy to walk you back to the main trail.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't murder anybody out here in the woods alone, did you?
No.
I didn't think so, but like this was really scary. Like I had to come out of the cave and he shined a flashlight in my eyes.
Oh yeah.
And like, I mean, after what happened to Champlin, like,
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit of a valid question.
That's true.
Could
you're
If
right.
it makes you feel
Kind of.
better, we weren't out here murdering anyone.
This is true.
we're just tripping trail cams?
Well, unintentionally. We really should be better about spotting those.
Well, I do really well to keep them hidden.
Yeah, I mean, I got trapped up in a net. You're so good at hiding stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you think all that good at hiding things, I finally would have got them, but
Well, I mean, you should check out inside there. I mean, that looks really Bigfooty.
Yeah.
oh, I've been in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
What the blueprint's all about.
and what'd you find in there?
The what?
Yeah, and can you answer the first question?
What's the first question?
The
If you
blueprint.
murdered anybody out here?
No, I said no.
Okay, well, I just was making sure. Like, you can't be too careful.
You got really nervous about it and kind of just spaced out and you didn't hear me.
Well, listen, it's a scary night, okay? Evening, afternoon.
What's this about blueprints? I was in there in the spring. I haven't been in there for about a couple months now.
I mean, I feel like you should just go check it out yourself, you know?
I don't
Yeah.
think I can. I've sort of bulked up a little. I don't know if I can squeeze back through there.
Well, there are blueprints for like some kind of commune or lodge system. Not explicitly of the polycule nature, but
There are supposed to be developers on this land. It's protected.
well, the blueprints seem very clear.
Yeah. Could somebody do that
It's a
secretly?
terrible office. There's like no cell service out here.
I think you should really try. Like, maybe we can like push you through.
Maybe we could take a picture.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm good.
Well, I don't want you guys going back in there for a picture. Like, you already have cave fever. What would happen if you went back in there?
I mean, thinks what would happen.
Yeah. I was like,
Hallucinations are just the beginning of cave fever.
We just
What have you guys been hallucinating?
just
just a ton of stuff, you know?
A ton of stuff. You've been hallucinating a lot?
I mean, well,
Taya.
Well, you two
my
infected souls stay back there. Violet and I.
Violet ignores him and grabs Taya's hand and like feels to her pulse. Your pulse is racing.
I swear, Violet, I'm fine. I promise. I swear.
I'm not letting either of you out of my sight. I'm like, and she like hooks both of their arms and is like, I am worried about you.
Taya's gonna look at Marina.
Do they like look behind Violet's back? They do like the lean back and like.
Well, Alexander Hurst Craven will walk you back to the trail, but he'll stay a couple steps ahead because he doesn't want to catch cave fever. So, besides his presence, 5 feet or so up the trail or behind you, watching you guys go back up the trail, keeping his social distance, the 3 of you are together. You've got your max amount of clues you can have.
okay.
The day is waning fast. How about another theorize?
Hardcore, not me.
Damn it. Uh,
I mean,
I
I
was
could
too
if
busy.
you want to.
I was
Well,
too
You
that's
have
what
to.
have to honor it.
You
Like,
have to come up with your theory was wrong. You gotta
yeah.
come up with the
Okay.
theory before you roll.
Sorry, I'm so sweaty now.
Cave fever.
hay fever. I'm gonna lie. When you first said that, I swore you said gay fever.
It's gay fever.
It's gay
It
hay
truly is.
fever.
the gay cave fever.
That's where I got it.
Accurate.
Masterful.
Anyway.
Okay, if you guys can use all your clues, you have a +3 to this roll.
Okay.
You still need the question to answer is still like, where did Sasquatch take Champlin Bellows? But as we know, Bellows is no more. So instead, I would like you. We're going off book, Michael Van Vliet. Theorize what has happened here at the end. You can still include where he took Champlin Bellows if you want. But if you also want to sort of spin this theorize towards what happened to Champlin Bellows, you can. I'm going to leave it a little bit more open. Tell me the events of Bigfoot Days using the clues you have left.
So we're going with the jealous lover thing, right? Or
Jealous
what?
lover? Or what if somebody was catfishing Bigfoot?
Oh.
Ooh. Say more now.
Well, like, I don't know if there like was like the riddle like love note. If somebody went through the trouble of like translating them, what if this was all a like ruse to like prove that Bigfoot is real once and for all by like they were like, I love you. I want to build this commune in the woods for our eventual polycule. And they strung Bigfoot along. And like there was a love note. They like carved these totems for them to like prove their love. And that's why Bigfoot was hanging around the camp. And then, like that was cutting down trees. You're going to build a commune. Like you got to have some wood. And then they found that Bigfoot found out that it was all a lie.
So in that theory, is it Champlin catfishing Bigfoot? Is it Laszlo catfishing Bigfoot?
I mean, since Champlin got killed, I kind of want to say it was Champlin.
Right. I'm thinking he catfished Bigfoot. Bigfoot was super sad. Laszlo saw this go down, and then Laszlo killed Champlin Bellows in honor of Bigfoot.
Well, that's what if that was like Laszlo and Bigfoot were genuinely friends? And no, what if that was what was gonna happen? It was like that was how like Champlin like catfished him is we're gonna have this like commune and we're gonna be in love and everything. And Laszlo was like legitimately friends with Bigfoot. So Laszlo just came out, was undercover of, his other band members weren't there. We don't know that his van was broken down. Like, what if he came to support his good friend Bigfoot? And then Laszlo figured out that Champlin was leading him on and knocked him out and drug him out in the woods for murder.
For murder.
For murder.
Murder.
What do you think, Daphne?
I think it makes sense. Have we incorporated everything so far?
I think, and the red eyes would just be, Bigfoot casing, like looking around. Maybe he was trying to find Laszlo to like talk to him that night about what was going on.
Wasn't that after?
Oh.
No. What if Bigfoot figured out about the catfishing, and he needed he wanted his friend Laszlo's help with it, so he was looking around the camp for Laszlo and found him later in the night. And then Laszlo was like, well, you can't treat my friend like this, and couldn't let the secret of Bigfoot being real get out.
Mm.
The only thing I see that stands in the way of that, and you guys can rule it however you want, is that Laszlo told you all he's in desperate need of money, and wouldn't like Bigfoot being real and him having that scoop be a useful way to make money?
Okay, I think maybe small adjustment.
Okay.
So for sure, I love the catfishing, and I think Laszlo catfishing Bigfoot, but then maybe it was so that he could kind of like trap Bigfoot in a way to make him like an attraction.
Mm.
So people can come see Bigfoot, and it would be like around this not polycule then around this
This resort, it's a Bigfoot zoo.
come and like
Uh-oh.
get Bigfoot days with Bigfoot, and he would be like the orchestrator of it all. So he would have tried to catfish him to get him into a place, and maybe he tried to find out if it was true or not through his good friend Laszlo.
Mhm.
And yeah, maybe was trying to find some way to disprove it through like looking in the camp, and that's where maybe he could have gotten his hair stuck in the lamp.
Ooh.
And
What if Bigfoot got his hair stuck because he was coming to camp to see because that happened before this whole thing started, right? The hair piece.
Yeah.
Coming to like surprise Champlain Bellows, and then finds out like this first inkling of like, oh, maybe this isn't what I thought it might be.
yeah,
And he
Mhm.
abducts Champlain to
yeah,
find out the truth.
Yeah, grill him.
Literally.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then so Laszlo kills Champlain to protect Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hearing.
I think maybe Bigfoot's like actually just like really gentle, but is just like furious that this had happened, and like what Champlain wanted like his end to be, like just some sideshow attraction, and like maybe ripped him apart. But Laszlo doesn't want Bigfoot to get like a bad rep for being aggressive because he knows his friend to be so gentle, and set up like the scene as if it were like a ritual.
Mm.
Oh, so Laszlo covered up for Bigfoot. Is
Yeah.
that
I think.
okay?
Laszlo came in and was like, oh buddy, you're gonna get caught. Let me
Yeah.
figure
Yeah,
it out. It does the post-mortem gunshot. Covers it with his own scream or something.
Yeah.
Or that could have been Champlain Bellows as he got ripped apart, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So I'm jiving with this.
Okay.
Do we feel good?
Yeah.
All right,
Feel
I'm gonna
real
re-go
scared.
through these clues.
Okay.
The red eyes in the darkness is, I'm gonna try to do them in order actually. The carved human totem is still a cake topper, right? For
The catfishing.
gift exchange. A hank of hair stuck somewhere was when Sasquatch came to the Bigfoot Days campground before, and got the first inkling of like, oh, this person who we've like established a dictionary over the years and have written notes back and forth might not be pure of intention, because Bigfoot Days happens every year, and as we know, Champlain Bellows has been a mainstay of this. Let's see. The drag marks from 2 heels could be when Bigfoot takes Champlin Bellows the first time to like be like, all right, what's really going on? The Riddle of Note we know was a part of this whole catfishing scheme. The Champlin sort of explains his, under the guise of this relationship, his goal for Bigfoot land, basically, drawing the crude blueprint in the cave. And the birds flying up from a tree falling, and red eyes in the darkness. Red eyes in the darkness could be like after that happened, after the scream. So maybe the altercation happened. Bigfoot, realizing that he had been duped, tore Champlin Bellows apart, came to try to find Laszlo. Eventually found Laszlo, had him come out. Laszlo was like, oh buddy, we got to cover this up. They used some of the like fallen tree bits, and Laszlo like fixes the scene basically, so it looks less like Champlin died because of a Bigfoot and more like some other horrific thing. That all feel good?
That's good.
Okay.
All right.
+3.
My dice are glowing for this, by the way. I've had them under a UV light because they're glowy dice the whole time.
If this one fails, I have a devil's bargain for you all.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, well, +3.
You got it.
9. I rolled 2 3s, so it's the 3s.
Okay. A 7 to 9 is a complication to either solution or resolution. I think the obvious complication to resolution is, are you guys gonna rat Laszlo out in Bigfoot? Your solution is correct, but your resolution is that Laszlo is also nowhere to be found.
I don't think we should. Maybe they'll fall in love.
Yeah.
You know, hey, and there's plans for basically, a wilderness polycule here. Maybe they can use them.
Yeah, and just refix Bigfoot land into Bigfoot's polycule emporium.
Bigfoot's polycule palace.
Yeah, polycule
Palace.
You guys are walked all the way back to camp. You've pieced this together. You feel like you've really gotten it right. About this time, the sun is setting and most people are gone. The hardcore is still here, and Brian. And the place is now full of state patrol and things like that. At the entrance, a beat up music van has just like rolled in, on what seems to be 3 different sized spare tires. And you guys can see as you kind of come in, this van that has like a band name on the side, has their window crank rolled down and they're talking to Captain Joe. But no new news. You see the members of the hardcore sort of like look at you all and give nods as you walk in with Alexander Hurst Craven. But with Laszlo missing and there's not much to do. Is it time to go home?
I think so.
I hope he's all right. I mean, they were friends after all.
Well, I guess we probably don't have time. I was just wondering if, like, leaving them a note using the Bigfoot dictionary is crazy, right?
I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, do we just take a minute and just like I don't know. Well, what do we say? Like, I just thought we could. I'd like, because I mean, I guess we could put it in a tree or something. Do we think they want their little statues back?
Well, I mean, I think they were the catfishing statues, so I don't know. Maybe that would be.
I think we should burn them.
Yeah.
Oh, we could. Yeah, that's okay. When we get back, that's our. We'll have a fire and have a nice ritual burning.
Hmm.
But
Well, we should leave them a note. Maybe just say, "Good luck out there.
Hope you're safe.
yeah,
Fall in love."
Yeah.
yeah. Fall in love sounds like really good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a nice ring to it.
We see a scene of you guys writing out this note to stick underneath the rock that was one next to Nikki Naff's tent where the original note was found. And a montage of packing up, I believe. Getting everything in order to leave Whitechapel, New York after a whirlwind 48 hours.
Well, going from one murder to another one, I guess, right?
Really can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to on the ride back, do you guys want to sit in the back seat and get some rest? I'll take the first driving shift. I've had so much coffee today. There's no way I'm sleeping right now. Anyway.
I mean, if you don't want like someone to chat with, like if you said you'll be up.
I mean, like if you guys want to stay up and chat and process, I mean, I'm happy to chat with you. But I figured, like you maybe could use a little bit of rest. It's gonna be a long night after all.
Okay, but I'm taking second shift.
Absolutely. I'll don't eat that.
Oh, but this burrito I've been keeping in my pocket all day.
All day?
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, no,
Very warm.
I'll turn some bird noises on the radio for ambiance, and that'll probably be really soothing to you guys. I have a really great owl track.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's a lot more soothing than the she like looks around the math rock.
Oh,
That just felt a little disjointed to me.
I still don't know what that would even be.
Mhm.
It was interesting. But yeah, you guys get some rest. We'll get some pillows and some blankets out of here and get you guys nice and cozy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're okay with it, Marina, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could both use the rest.
Yeah.
Sleep off that cave of fever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see you guys pack up.
Quick forehead check. You guys seem better now.
Yeah.
Taya's still sweating just a little.
Yeah, Taya, drink some water for me, okay?
Yeah, I should.
Brian will stop by to bid his farewells to you all. Just make sure you all have a safe drive back. All right, no stopping at weird gas stations or following bugs in the light, or if you see the Jersey Devil, by all means, do not engage.
Listen, if I see the Jersey Devil, all I'm gonna do is hit the gas pedal. Yeah. We don't need another. As much as I want to see another cryptid, not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Marina, it was really good to see you.
We'll give him like a little squeeze on the shoulder.
He'll return it. Don't be a stranger. Okay?
Got it. I'll call you when I'm back in Brindlewood Bay.
You better. It was nice meeting the two of you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks
Good
for
to meet
inviting us in
you.
the first place.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm real sorry, too.
I mean, you didn't do it.
No. And about as he's like talking to you guys, maybe you guys are like near like the entrance exit, and you can hear the van people talking to Captain Joe just in passing. No, we haven't even heard of anyone named Laszlo. Just like that one line as you all pull out.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear that?
He's a liar.
What? Why would he lie about being in a weird math thing?
And like he had weird math music.
Maybe you said he wasn't very good.
I
Maybe.
mean, see,
What?
Violet turns to Taya. I am a good judge of music.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
I knew there was something weird.
Yeah, that like 5/7 stuff didn't make sense
Just
at all.
yeah, you feel uncomfortable listening to it.
Yeah, weird
Yeah.
polygon music.
Yeah. I'm sure Bigfoot's Polygon is going to have much better music than that.
Definitely.
That's so strange.
Huh.
And the woods of Whitechapel fade through the windows as you guys take these backcountry highways back to main thoroughfares and start your journey to Brindlewood Bay. I think.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna I think at one point, because I think this is kind of a cute, if you guys are okay with it, I think this is a cute little ending scene. I think at one point after, they're driving, you got the lights, are cinematic, occasionally going over Violet's face. And I think as a car's in the other lane, so it lights up the back seat, Violet looks in the rearview mirror. What does she see in the back seat?
Cute. You want to take the honors?
I did the last one.
You're right. I think Taya would have, she's wild, so she would have unbuckled her seatbelt and scooted like really close to Marina, and probably like leaning her head in toward her, and then sort of, I feel like their hands would be like right next to each other and like just the tips of their fingers just touching. And yeah, Taya's gonna be like, thanks for taking such good care of me this entire time. I just hope I get a chance to take care of you the same way,
That's okay. You just have to get your arm better.
I mean, it's feeling better after the patchwork you did.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
And I think from like under the blanket, she'll like kind of adjust herself like a little bit lower to get like her head in like the crook of Taya's neck. And then under the blanket we'll just like kind of like encapsulate the hamlet.
Yeah.
There's like an owl noise soundtrack playing. Incredible. We like follow it out the car window where a group of motorcycles start zooming past, and the last one being T-Bone here laying on his horn as he passes you all in just a friendly hello.
Violet gives a quick toot toot back.
Marina rolls down the window, takes out a crystal, and tries to aim it. I don't know if he's wearing boots, but tries to like aim it into his boot.
Okay, you're halfway under the blanket. You're trying to throw this out the window of a moving vehicle into the boot of someone driving a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Last roll. It'll be the crisis is averted. It'll be a day move. I think to get this right, it's gotta be composure. No, it's gotta be vitality.
Okay. I think how I go.
You're muted, Angeli, if you're trying to say stuff.
Is there any help action Taya could give?
Are you gonna let go of Marina's hand under the blanket?
I think Taya's gonna see what's going on and go, oh yeah, and then like wrap her arms around Marina's waist and
Your
like
one arm.
oh yeah, you're right, the one arm hooked around Marina's waist and like sort of like supporting her up to throw the rock.
Okay, so with the help action, we've home ruled that if it's not a good roll, you'll both get the consequence.
It's fine. It's fine.
Great.
All right.
Throw that crystal. 2d6 plus vitality. What do you think could go wrong?
Oh no, that's too bad. Yeah, I like throw it into the wheel, like a little crash happens.
Vehicular chaos could occur, yes.
Particular chaos. That's a little dark for a day.
I didn't say it'd be worse.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Okay, just like a little vehicular chaos. That is a 6.
Did you roll with advantage? Does she roll with advantage?
That's a 6. A 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, yes, that's correct.
A 9.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Violet. There is vehicular chaos for both you and T-Bone. Would you like to describe it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
It can be light. It can be funny.
Yeah, I think what's a good
Just a little side tap.
okay. I was gonna go the other way a little bit, and like Violet doesn't quite realize what they're doing because she's really into the bird sounds, like she was watching them. I think it'd be a little funny if like there was a car coming in like the other lane, and as Marina throws it, it scares Violet, and so Violet like swerves onto the shoulder a little bit, and then T-Bone has to go the other way around the car. And so it's like
almost car crash. I think on the 7 to 9, you do throw it, and it does rattle T-Bone, but not in the way you had hoped for. And I think the consequence here, Marina, is you probably pull a muscle from that sudden jerk and your arm out the window, and Taya holding you.
Can I put on a crown?
Yeah.
And well, what's the next tier of success?
A full success.
A full success. Okay. And
Crown of the Queen here.
Crown of the Queen, and I want to narrate a burgeoning romance.
By all, take it away.
Okay. Rolled up my sleeves. And since it's a scene in present day, I was imagining it, and I'm getting so red. I was imagining it like in the moment of like all of this happening, hearing T-Bone honking his horn, and just like being so ready, and Tay just being like, oh yeah, absolutely. And I think she'll just like roll down the window and like aiming to do it, and Taya holding her from behind, and like just this complete scene, like the exhilaration, and like blood is pumping, and Marina's just super excited and like filled with adrenaline in this moment. And then if she shoots it, and if on a full success, she does this impossible thing of getting this crystal from a moving vehicle into the shoe of a man on another moving vehicle, she'll be so excited to make it, and it's like big celebration. We'll just turn around and like celebrating with Taya, like and then just completely plant one in this moment of just pure like euphoric joy. Yeah.
So ironically, there is still vehicle chaos. from inside this van right now. I can't wait to screen cap this. As this one euphoric moment after 48 hours of near-death experiences and what ifs and who and why me's of it all. A step you cannot walk back has occurred. Violet, you catch it in the mirror. You also see T-Bone, like, he takes his foot off and he swerves and he lays on the horn and flips the bird. But all of that is in slow motion background chaos to what has just occurred in your car.
I think Violet, like, she not like in a way that's going to make the vehicle go out of control, but she fully hits the brakes and turns around and goes, "So you didn't have cave fever?"
I don't know, maybe it's a symptom. Taya's way too distracted. She's like fully like the shock of it first, and then fully like real like gears turning, and then fully leaning into it. And then as she's like pressing Marina up against like the window, she'll like stick her hand out and also flip off T-Bone.
I feel like the hard brakes only separate you guys for a moment.
Yeah.
And that's maybe the scene will end on. Here.
Wait. Does Taya kiss Marina again while flipping the bird?
That's what it sounded like.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love just like the flipping the bird mid. What a scene.
We'll end there. In the coming weeks, at the end of this drive, you'll be back in Brindlewood Bay. But for now, I think we need to do our end of mystery experience points.
You're right.
And then maybe a little debrief. But we'll end the video between then. You guys at home, that is restricted content. But we are going to go through our end of season of mystery questions here, as we are halfway through this campaign. Each one of you have selected 3 end of session questions, and you'll mark experience points accordingly. We'll go in list order here. Starting with Taya, did you solve a mystery?
Yes.
Did you secretly undermine the authority of a local official?
Yeah, absolutely. We snuck past them. And
Does it undermine them, or in front of anyone else besides? Yeah, because that other guy was there. We'll take it. Did you show someone you've still got it?
Yeah.
You did the backflip.
The backflip,
Yeah,
the very beginning.
First backflip
Really
with a
good,
broken arm.
It's just a shoulder, it's fine.
Marina, did you solve a mystery?
Yeah.
Did you secretly undermine the authority of a local official?
Yeah. We snuck into the woods multiple times.
Accurate.
Did you share a memory of a late family member?
Yeah, I think in multiple of the Crown of the Cryptids featured Ryan. Plus, I think like reminisced a little bit with Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Violet, did you solve a mystery?
Yes.
Did you secretly undermine the authority of a local official?
I think she, in addition to sneaking around, I think she also secretly undermined the authority of a federal official too.
I don't think it was secret. I think you directly undermined, secretly and directly.
I mean, she didn't tell everybody. She just told T-Bone. Like, T-Bone can keep a secret. Probably.
And did you share your wisdom with a younger person?
She told Alexander Scraven to be careful of his knees and take care of himself.
You gave a lot of wisdom to T-Bone.
Yeah, they had a lot of bonding there. A lot of life advice. Violet was
So-
just telling everybody what to do.
Laszlo to practice more.
No, can that be the official one?
That can be the official one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys each will take 3 experience points. And later on your guys' trip, you are gonna get a ping that says Gert Little has updated her podcast feed and has released an urgent, ongoing episode about Bigfoot. And as you guys drive, you hear Gert not ever come outright and say it, but strongly insinuate some very similar things to what you theorized. That she now, I'm a firm believer, I think after my days at Bigfoot Days, that there is a lot of cross communication between the human and the cryptid communities, and we're a lot closer knit than I maybe have originally anticipated. Seeing all of these believers and these people that don't believe, I'm left with this feeling that there's a lot more going on in this world than the average person knows about. So, with that, I'm going to come back with another episode probably tomorrow after I've had my hour of sleep. I can cut some of these interviews down for you all, but stay curious out there, and we're going to get to the bottom of it together. And her podcast fades, a little snippet for you all. And that's where we'll end, I think.
Cool.
Those of you who have come along all 6 episodes of Squatch Your Step, you're the real MVPs.
Yeah.
Thank you. We've had such a blast playing this. And our big thanks to Michael Van Vliet,
Yes.
not only for Squatch Your Step, but also for Goodbye Cruel World. Michael's a fantastic writer. You should play the things he has written. You can view Michael's stuff down below. We are back in Brindlewood Bay, and things are only getting more real from here on out. More dangerous, more daring, more risk, more reward, and more to lose when we come back. But for now, as it is below, it is below with you. Oh man.